Well, good morning, afternoon, or evening, as the case may be in your part of the world. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Zen Archer, and I just thought I would do another day video. It has been a while since I've done one of those, hasn't it? And what a um, crazy place it has been out here for me, and I'm sure for you too. I'm seeing people here at YouTube being dropped like that for what appears to be some of the silliest reasons. At least that's how it appears. But I'm not sure that that's the case. Some of those people deserve to be suspended. I think it's interesting that people don't understand that when a website bans you, when they ban your account, they don't intend for you to come back, just create a new account and come back. The intention of banning is that you won't come back. That's why they call it banning. What people do, people get suspended, then they come back right away. It's like, well, I won't be stopped. I will be heard. And sometimes they don't even understand what it is that they did wrong. Let me give you a couple for instances. Mordeth was suspended. Nick Gisburn was suspended. Papa Dizzy was suspended. CBB was suspended. Norna was suspended. What the hell's going on over here at YouTube? I'm almost afraid to put up a video for fear that, especially considering that being the traitor that I am, you know what I'm saying. I don't get it. On the other hand, I do know that in some of the instances of the people that I've already mentioned, that their suspension was just and right, and that's exactly. If I had been the administrator, I probably would have made the same call. As hurtful and as hard as that would be to take. But be that as it may, they're not gone forever. They are in other places. You can still see them. You can still email them if they give you your email address. Oh, I should probably do that. My email address, right here. Should I suddenly disappear? And if I'm not here, you'll definitely find me at one of the other many video sharing sites. Because I'll continue to make videos. I'll continue to put them up. It's just a matter of where will I do it at. So much for that. So a lot of you have been leaving me emails and stuff and saying, Zen, where are you at? Well, are you okay? And yeah, I am. I think I covered that in some of my other videos, but I'll go into it again. Tara916 from here at YouTube, Euchre from here at YouTube, and myself are all working on a radio show that I put together called Zen Live Radio. And we broadcast through Shoutcast to the internet every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. We have a live audience that comes in and participates in the show through Stickcam.com. We do the show on Stickcam and Shoutcast at the same time. And we have archives. And you can, I'll leave all the information for you, but you can also find all the information at the Zen Archer account on Stickcam.com. And the show's been really taken off well. It's been doing really good, and a lot of my friends from here, and a lot of my friends from live video, and from Stickcam, and from MySpace, and have been coming in, listening to the show, watching it, getting involved. We talked about topics as diverse as the last week's show, one of our best shows, was on global warming and green living. We had Snipe. Some of you may know her as Snipette here from YouTube. She's in a drum and bugle corps, and on what was it? January the 27th, I think it was. There's a big march in Washington D.C. and Snipette was there, and she did a phone-in interview with us. We pre-recorded it on Saturday, and then we played it back on Sunday, and she came in as a special guest. So that's the kind of stuff that we're doing. Not just stuff about YouTube and Stickcam and live video, but also things that are just general things about what's going on in this world that we live in. So yeah, this is, I guess I'm kind of doing a commercial for that. But it's a big puzzle for me, and it's really enjoyable, and I've been taking up a lot of time to do it. I've just spent a good chunk of change. Um, Last Sunday I completely recabled everything. I have the new computer that I told you about, a 2 gigahertz computer. I bought all new cables and rewired everything in order to try to get rid of a hum that we're having a little problem with our conference software. And I thought the hum that would take care of the hum. It didn't, unfortunately. So we're going to be looking at getting something like a USB mixer. By the way, if anybody has a USB mixer sitting around and you don't need it anymore, give me a call. Let me know what's up with that, and maybe we can come to some kind of an arrangement. Who knows? Some of your other friends from YouTube, where they're doing radio shows as well. Huckbet, Huckbets, Huckbets. She's putting together a radio show. She's doing on Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays in the mornings, Fridays in the evenings. She put up a website, and yeah, and at the website she's got T-shirts. You know, a lot of us have Cafe Press shirts. She started her own site. It's www.roughshirts.com. That's it right there. And this is the kind of thing that you get from there. This is a jersey, and you know, very cool. I love that she uses this. She used the twine in order to attach the tags and stuff. Very professional job. Very nice shirts. Anyway, so she's doing that. She's doing the radio show. Raven Laughs and Pipistrello have come together and are putting on a radio show called Wingspan. Oh, again, over there at Stickcam. I really don't mean this to be a Stickcam advertisement, though. Just telling you what it is that I and some of my friends are doing. In the meantime, I've gone over to one of the other to the other video sharing site, and this one, and I've noticed that there seems to be a surge in people who are banning one another, reporting one another, and it's really becoming a backstabbing kind of place where people are fighting with one another, and there's lots of drama here, there's lots of drama there, there's drama everywhere, and that's because we're human, and as humans we get our feelings hurt and offended, and that kind of that kind of thing, and when we do, then our initial reaction is to fight back, and sometimes people don't realize that sometimes the only way to win the game is to not play. And that's what our the next Zen Live show is about. It is about the suspensions here and at that other place, as well as at Stickcam. It will be about the DMCA, how it applies to you, and what you should know, and some of the things that have happened because of the DMCA. For those of you who don't know, DMCA is the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which really applies to video, copyrighted video, as well as music, television, cable, and it being rebroadcast or being saved and sent out. And we've talked about those kinds of things before, way back when I did the whole copyright thing and YouTube rights thing. And we're going to get into that again. We're going to talk about what are your rights, what can you expect, and what do these services, do they really owe you anything? And I think you'd be surprised to find that they really don't owe you anything, and that being at these sites is nothing more than a privilege. So we're going to talk about all that, and we're also going to talk about censorship and censorship groups of people who have, for all means and purposes, they want to make the community better, and they come at it with from a lot of different angles and from a lot of different ways, and sometimes those ways are counterproductive. And we're going to talk about what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing, how are they productive, and how are they potentially counterproductive. So I hope you'll stop over and visit with us at the show. Again, that's at stickcam.com at 8:30 every Sunday. If you miss it, stop over there and click on the link to our archives, and you can go and listen to the entire show there. So that's what's going on with me. But there's a lot of other stuff going on out here, not just me. And honestly, I hope that I never get to the point where you get tired of watching my videos because, well, all he talks about is how important he is. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to just tell you what's going on with my life, and for those of you who are interested, and many of you seem to be. And if you're not, you just click the button. You don't have to listen to me anymore. It's that easy. If I bore you or you're tired of hearing me say the same old thing, there's a button. Just click on it. If you do like to hear the things that are going on with me and about things that are going on in the community, if you'd like to ask questions about what do I think about this or that, feel free to do that. You can leave me a message here. You can leave me a message at any one of the other places. Or you can just email me at that email address, and I'll be happy to respond. It may take me a while. I have a lot of messages coming in, but I'll do my best. So that's where I've been, and that's what I've been doing, and I'm still putting a lot of time into this radio show, trying to make it a better place. We're gaining about almost 100, between 50 to 100 subscribers or listeners on a weekly basis, so it's doing pretty well. And come on over and be a part of it. Come on, talk to me. Let's see, what else? Oh, I was saying there are other things going on this weekend. In fact, today at noontime, there is the OneTube that SM... I don't want to say his name wrong. I'll just stick it in down here. But I think it's SMP Films or SMT Films is putting on. And last night, a bunch of them got together. I wasn't there, but I heard about it. A bunch of them got together in a motel room. There was Bohem and Digital Soul, and I think Renetta was there, and Damian Estridge was there, and there was a bunch of them got together, had a few drinks, cut up a bit, got a little loud, and the hotel or motel management kind of knocked on the door and said, "You guys gotta cut this out. This has got to end." And go figure. It's like every convention that I've ever been out, we've at least been in somebody's room that we had to evacuate. Well, it sounds like they're having a good time, and hopefully it won't be such a media event that the people that are there and involved won't have a good time and be able to just rub elbows with other users that are just like they are. I don't buy into the whole e-liberty or celebrity status thing. Never have, still don't. I'm happy for those of you who watch me. For those of you who feel that you don't want to watch me or don't want to subscribe on a continued basis, that's okay. For those of you that do, I appreciate it. I seriously do, because the more of you who do subscribe and watch me, the more people are likely to do that, and the better those messages that I've always tried to get out are received and heard. That you don't have to be a guru in order to be a spiritual person. You don't have to, there's nothing, you don't have to ruin the planet that you're living on for the sake of greed. And you can be nice to one another, and you can lead a less stressful life if your heart's in the right place. And I still believe that, and I still preach that just about everywhere I go. It's a good thing. So the more people that subscribe, the more people obviously hear the message, or at least the more people are hearing the message. In the meantime, like I said, if you want any contact with me, you can contact me here. You can contact me at Live Video. You can contact me at Stickcam, or you can just drop me an email message right there, and I'll be more than happy to respond to you and talk to you and give you my opinion. And please remember that when I do give you my opinion, that's exactly what it is. I tell you what works for me. If that works for you, good. If you want to know more about the show, about the shirts, or anything else, feel free to drop me a line as well. And until next time, I guess I'll be seeing you, and I wish you be well. This is Zen Archer.